In light of recent recommendations from a health advisory group, we must be aware of the potential health implications associated with rice and rice-based products in the diets of infants and children under the age of 6. For adults, these advisories have been made with the aim of reducing the risk of developing lung or bladder cancer as a consequence of arsenic contamination over an individual's lifetime. These guidelines suggest less of rice consumption. It's also important to emphasize that a specific link between rice intake and lung, kidney, or pancreatic cancer has not been established. However, there is a slight increase in the risk of breast and bladder cancer, primarily attributed to the arsenic content found in rice. Additionally, a comprehensive systematic review and meta-analysis research study were undertaken that included 28 published studies investigating the relationship between water arsenic levels and the risk of bladder cancer. The results of this study revealed that even at low levels, arsenic exposure can double the risk of bladder cancer. Moreover, a recent case-controlled study focusing on bladder cancer identified that in the presence of elevated levels of arsenic in water, the consumption of brown rice could potentially elevate the risk of bladder cancer. This research emphasized a significant interaction between water arsenic and brown rice consumption, underscoring the necessity for further research and exploration in this domain. Dr. Michael Greger is a prominent healthcare authority who stresses the importance of exercising caution regarding the overconsumption of any form of rice due to its arsenic content. He offers a range of strategies in his video series designed to reduce arsenic exposure, which includes adopting specific cooking methods, considering rice sources from various regions, and exploring alternative grain choices. Dr. Greger also advises against exclusively basing one's dietary choices on brown rice, as it may significantly heighten the long-term risk of bladder cancer, even with minimal arsenic exposure. In summary, it is crucial to encourage diversification of grain choices in one's diet, rather than relying solely on rice as a dietary staple. While intermittent rice consumption need not be a cause for alarm, it is of paramount importance to avoid persistent and continuous exposure to arsenic. Studies examining the connection between arsenic and bladder cancer risk underscore the need to exercise caution. It is essential to acknowledge that brown rice, on average, contains 80% more inorganic arsenic than its white rice counterpart of the same variety. This is due to the accumulation of arsenic in the outer layers of the grain, which are removed during the production of white rice. While white rice contains fewer nutrients, it's not recommended to switch exclusively to white rice. Brown basmati rice sourced from California, India, or Pakistan stands out as the preferable choice among brown rices, as it typically contains approximately 1/3 less inorganic arsenic than other brown rice varieties. It's worth noting that organically grown rice accumulates arsenic in a manner similar to conventionally grown rice, so choosing organic options does not guarantee reduced arsenic levels. In the realm of grains, there are alternative options that are notably lower in arsenic. Gluten-free grains such as amaranth, buckwheat, millet, and polenta or grits demonstrate negligible levels of inorganic arsenic. Grains containing gluten, including bulgur, barley, and farro, also exhibit minimal arsenic content. Quinoa, another gluten-free option, shows average inorganic arsenic levels comparable to those of other alternative grains, although some samples may have slightly elevated levels. While these levels remain significantly lower than any of the rice varieties, this underscores the importance of incorporating a variety of grains into your diet. Furthermore, you can reduce your exposure to inorganic arsenic in any type of rice by following traditional cooking practices, such as thoroughly rinsing raw rice before cooking and using a water-to-rice ratio of 6 cups to 1 cup, followed by draining excess water. While this approach may slightly diminish the nutritional value of the rice, research has demonstrated that Rinsing and using more water can effectively remove approximately 30% of the rice's inorganic arsenic content. We invite you to connect with Dr. Taal at taalcare.com. And if you found this information to be helpful, please click the like button, subscribe to the Vitalize Africa channel, and share this video. Stay happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise.